think I made a miscalculation here. I was wrong about Star Fox. Yeah, this game was not what I thought it was. I remember going to my dad's house back in like the year 1999 or 2000. I can't remember. But I was playing Mario 64. I always played Super Mario 64, and I was like, man, I want to play something else. He had The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and I was not interested in that. I feel like that was a little bit too big of a grown-up game, if that really makes sense. I was only 4 at the time, so 3 or 4 at the time. And I was like, no, I can't do that. But I saw Star Fox, and I was like, man, you're playing as this fox flying a spaceship around? So I popped that sucker in, and I was like, this sucks. This is terrible. It's ugly. I really can't help it. I just was not a fan of that game. Hopefully you guys aren't mad at me for that, but I just was not a fan, and I've never played Star Fox since. I've never played a single Star Fox game. There'd be a couple times where I'd play Smash with my friends. I just wasn't a fan. I did not like it whatsoever. It was just ugly. So of course I ejected it, popped back in Super Mario 64, and just never looked back. Until this year, the year 2026, when they released Star Fox, which is a full-blown remake of the game I hated back when I was a kid. And when I first got my Switch 2, I was like, I gotta try out some different games. I want to get some Nintendo first-party games and really put my feet in and experience what makes Nintendo so big. And this came out 2 days after I got that, so I was like, okay, all right. I looked it up. It was a remake of the Nintendo 64 game. Let's just get it and see what it's like, because I saw a couple clips of the very first mission of the game, and I was like, God, this looks beautiful. This is nothing like it was back when I was a kid. This looks absolutely amazing, and I'm usually a fan of on-rail shooters, and so I was like, okay, it's 60 bucks or 50, I can't remember. And yeah, I was wrong. I loved this game. I loved Star Fox. I mean, I had an absolute blast with this game, and there's so many different stuff packed into this cartridge that makes it well worth the $50 that you're paying for. You're getting beautiful visuals. You're getting a fun story that have different paths to enhance your story. You have different game modes such as battle mode and challenges. It is just such a good game. So today I wanted to talk about why I think Star Fox is a really good game to play, not only for beloved Nintendo fans, but for people just now starting to get into Nintendo and wanting to experience some of their first-party games. So what exactly is Star Fox? This version of Star Fox is a complete remake of the Nintendo 64 game originally released in 1997. You play as Fox McCloud, the man, the myth, the legend. Fox is the leader of the Star Fox Mercenary Squadron, a team tasked with defending the Lylat system from the evil Andross. Alongside Fox, you've got Falco, the cocky ace pilot, Peppy, the wise veteran who fought alongside Fox's father, and my boy Slippy. Poor Slippy. This guy spends half the game getting himself into trouble and needing rescued, but he's still my favorite. I love that goofy toad. He's awesome. Also, you have ROB-64, who operates the Great Fox Carrier and helps guide the crew throughout the missions. As for the story, that's all I'm gonna really say because I don't want to spoil anything. It's not a really deep narrative-driven game, but I still want to respect anyone experiencing it for the first time like I did. What I will say about the game, though, it is very simple but charming. It has a lot of cute elements, but it's very action-heavy as well. And it's just a really good blend of storytelling. Let's go ahead and talk about the visuals here. The visuals of this game is what originally drew me into this. If it was anything else, like just the title of the game and a couple screenshots, I don't think I would have gotten it, to be honest with you. But I did see some people, I think there was a demo online that people added on YouTube, and it was absolutely gorgeous. This game looks incredible. And it's just a fun little contrast because the visuals of the Nintendo 64 copy of the game was what drew me away from the game. So I'm really impressed with how big of a difference they made it. This isn't just a slappy little remaster. This is a full-blown remake from the ground up, and it looks incredible. Thank you for doing that, because if you didn't do that, I probably would have never played Star Fox a day in my life. So thank you so much, Nintendo. Bless your hearts. I mean, if you just go back and look at the original game, well, let's just say it didn't really age gracefully. Now, I don't want to completely trash a game that released in 1997, but the visuals were one of the biggest reasons I bounced off it as a kid. Even back then, I was 4 years old. I thought it looked rough compared to games like Mario 64 or like the old Neversoft Spider-Man game. I love that game. It is the best. Like I said, this remake completely changes that. Nintendo clearly gave this project the love and attention it deserved, and the result is one of the best looking games currently available on the Switch 2. Next up, let's go ahead and talk about the gameplay, and what more can I say other than it's simple, and that's not a bad thing whatsoever. In fact, I actually think the simplicity of this game is one of its biggest strengths. The campaign is structured around multiple branching paths. Every run begins on Corneria and ends up on Venom, but there are 16 total missions available depending on the routes you take. Certain objectives and hidden moments can alter your path and even unlock the game's true ending, which I have not unlocked yet, but I'm working on it. Don't judge me. I did just now learn about the different endings just a couple weeks ago, so I'm practicing, okay? I'm practicing. And that's the cool thing, is that most players won't discover everything during their first playthrough, so you're going to have to go back and replay the campaign just to find and practice these different routes and stuff. And I do think the extra challenge mode will help with that as well. This creates a surprising amount of replay value. And like I just said, beyond the campaign, there's also a challenge mode that lets you revisit completed missions with additional objectives and modifiers. Then there's battle mode. And let me tell you, I never expected to be sweating in a 4v4 Star Fox dogfight. Who the heck cares if they're kids? It's time to show them who the true ace pilot is, and that's me. It's me. All jokes aside though, I think Nintendo packaged a lot of content into this package for the asking price. There have been plenty of days where I've just hopped on the couch to tackle a few challenges, and that's exactly the replayability I want from a game like this. The core gameplay itself is very straightforward. You'll spend most of your time flying through levels, blasting enemies, performing barrel rolls, more barrel rolls, and more barrel rolls, but you'll also be boosting, braking, and managing your weapons. Oh, did I already mention you do barrel rolls in this game? It's an arcade style shooter through and through. There aren't a ton of complicated systems or mechanics, and honestly, I'm perfectly okay with that. Not every game needs to be a 100-hour RPG. Sometimes it's nice to just jump in, shoot some enemies, and have fun. If I had to do one little bit of criticism, it is a complaint. That is the co-op mode, and I really feel like this was just a forced gimmick thing with their mouse mode. But when you want to do co-op, both players can't just be flying a starship at the same time. One's flying and one's shooting, and I hate that so much. It is such wasted time. I don't think I'm ever going to try it. I literally was going to play with my kid a few days ago, and I discovered that. I was like, no, never mind. Scratch that. Sorry, son. I get why they wanted to do that. I can see where that would be cool to kind of split responsibilities, but it is just a waste of time. It is a gimmick. It's forcing people to do the mouse control gimmick, and they could have done that, sure, but why couldn't they just have it to where you're both controlling a starship at the same time? Makes no sense to me. Makes perfect sense. They're forcing the gimmick, but I'm not a fan of it. So where do I land on Star Fox? I love this game. I think it is fantastic. I would give this a 4 out of 5 stars. I'm honestly so glad I gave this game a chance, because over the years I would see Star Fox and it's like I had like a war flashback or something looking at the 64 version of this, and I was just like, no, I'll pass. I can't do that. And it's a shame, because I may want to go back to play the original just to see if I was right, if I was wrong. I've looked at gameplay and I still think I'm kind of right on that version. But this truly delivers on an experience I would have never known anything about until now. So I'm so happy to be able to experience it. It is so fun. It's charming. It's funny. My boy Slippy Toad right here on the cover. I love that man. I love that little, I don't know if it's a man, it's a freaking frog, so yeah, whatever. But I love Slippy. I think Slippy is awesome. I love the whole gang. It's got a lot of heart for how simple it is. It's very cute, and it is just such a fun experience, and I would have never got to experience that if it wasn't for this remake. This game just has that one more run factor to it where you're like, all right, let's just do one more and then we'll take a break. And maybe in a couple hours, we'll do one more on top of that. It is so cool. It is so cool. I haven't got to delve too much in the battle mode. I want to, because I just want to show people I'm the best. There's also a lot of other cool gimmicks as well, like the camera functionality. I don't have the camera, so I didn't get to experience that myself, but from the videos I've seen online, like with beat 'em ups and stuff, that looks fun. It's not really anything like, I didn't look at that feature and go, oh, I need this now. Like, it's just one of them features where it's like, hey, you want to be Fox McCloud while you're playing Star Fox? Here you go. The only thing I was not happy with was the co-op mode. Maybe they'll do something different later on, maybe with an update. They don't have to do anything crazy. Just let two freaking ships fly at the same time. It's an arcade shooter. It's not going to be this huge thing that's going to break the game. Just do it. And I would give this a better rating if so. But I do think 4 out of 5 stars is a pretty good rating. I mean, that's like an 80% out of 100. That's good. But what do you all think? Did you all enjoy Star Fox? Am I wrong on judging Star Fox 64 so harshly? Like, is that the best game ever? Or was I right? It looks like a pile of poop, I think. Even to this day, I just think it looks terrible. But let me know what you all think of the remake. Are you all having fun with it? Let me know your thoughts on this game down in the comments below. Please drop a like and subscribe to the channel because it does help little old me out. And I also want to just thank you guys for watching my last video. It is over 50,000 views right now, and it's been out for a week. That is absolutely insane. Such a welcoming walk through the door into Nintendo's world. Like I said before, I've played GameCube and the Wii. I've played a lot of Nintendo, but I've never been like, that's the console I want to play, like primarily. And it's even scarier going into it and going, I'm gonna make YouTube videos about it because there are so many other people in this space that are more qualified than me, I guess I would say, because they've been playing these games since the 64, since before the 64. So it's a little nerve-wracking to try to be like, hey, I have something I want to say about these games. I feel like I can deliver something good for people watching, and you all have made that very clear that you all seem to agree with what I say. So hopefully I can keep doing that. But yeah, until next time, guys, take it easy.